Okay, Benj, thanks for sharing a couple minutes with your mom in a conversation in the Talk to Me series. So I'm going to turn the tables and you get to interview me.
This is a rarity, so I'm going to be the one doing the interviewing.
Yes.
Oh, I got my questions here and my notes, so you got to bear with me. Now that Joshua, Aaron, and I are all in the workforce, how have our careers as your sons impacted your business ventures?
Okay, good question. I think we all grew together in business because I had such a non-traditional path to business, and starting at age 40, you were in 7th grade, I think, and so you were able to see me evolve. So I was not only doing PTO stuff and Cub Scout, Boy Scout leadership opportunities and vacation Bible schools, but running a business and starting at home with just an idea and turning that into a full-fledged business, I think helped Joshua start his business, and Aaron his side business, and you your business down here in Nashville.
Awesome. Well, what's the greatest lesson you've learned in your 16 years as a business owner?
You're getting pretty good at reporting now. I'm still learning so many lessons in business because there's no playbook, as you know, for starting your own business. There's lots of people to give you advice and directions, but there is no one way to do this. No roadmap. So I think the best advice I have, or the biggest lesson, is to not care what other people think. Summon up some grit and courage, and be fearless in your decisions, and go forward, because no one knows your business or no one knows your music like you do. And just find your high gear sooner rather than later, and be disciplined and stick with your goal, and don't listen to people who are gonna put criticisms in your path.
Speaking of high gear, we have here your second book, Students in High Gear, which all three of us boys were required to read, as you remember.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me what it is to be high gear.
Okay. Well, I think you probably lived it and heard me talk about it before you read about yourselves in the book. So all three of you boys and your sisters-in-law and your fiance are in the book. So high gear is just more a mentality and a discipline and principles of giving 110%. And so whether that's music, whether that's public relations, whether that's landscaping, whether that's corporate America, is committing to giving 110% and just saying no to mediocrity. And that high gear for me was being a business owner. And for someone else, it might be a music entertainer, it might be to be a CEO in a position. So high gear varies with a lot of different people and different opportunities.
So what advice can you give someone who wants to reach their high gear goal or next high gear goal?
Okay, good. Number one, and I think you've commented on this on the book, is to pay attention to your digital tattoo. So
I love this term.
Understand what you're posting, what you're sharing, and that you have the keys to the kingdom. And so that's really, really good when you want to write your story, and that's really bad if you're posting bad content. I know you never post bad content.
It's important with today's day and age of social media. Everything is out there.
Well, it is, and that's before a college admissions office accepts you, accepts a young person, or before you enter the workforce, someone's going to Google you. And what they find on page 1 is your digital tattoo. So the story that you're telling. And so I think chapter 2 in our book is clean that tattoo up. It's like the tattoo on your arm. Really easy to get on there, really, really hard, and probably hurts to take it off. So that's probably one of the big takeaways from the book. And another one, which you've done well, is connecting the dots and making sure executives around you or influencers around you know what your high gear goal is, and all of them will be super helpful, like your family, to help you reach that high gear goal.
Awesome. Well, that's all I got. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Tom.